Welcome to Midlife Mood Taste Test.
Yay.
Mabel's gonna like today's edition. I double checked with the Google. She can eat apples.
Yeah.
Yay,
Will
she
she
can.
like them though?
No, I don't think she will, but we'll give it a try. Today's taste test idea came from one of our youngest viewers who thought it would be fun if we tried a variety of apples. He is.
How about them apples?
Oh my God, he's elementary age, so that joke will be appropriate for him. Before we get to these, don't look at the names because I wrote them out.
Oh.
How many different types of apples can you name?
Granny Smith, Bosque. That's it.
Bosque?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know
Whatever.
what that is.
It's in crosswords.
Oh, okay. Well, you would know that better than me. I would say typically the only apples I usually ever buy are Jonathan. I bought some Fuji apples. That's about it. Granny Smith I've never been a fan of because I think they're so tart. But
Those were all used in, I think Granny Smith's are what's used in apple pies all the time.
that would make sense.
I'm a huge fan of the really, really bright red skinned apples, whatever those are.
Jonathan.
Sure.
Those are that's what, or Red Delicious. I'm sorry, Red Delicious.
Yeah, the ones that are sweet. The ones
that's
that
what I
are sugary. I don't like the
usually-
tart, I like the sugar.
Okay. Red Delicious. That's what I usually buy. Red Delicious or Jonathan apples. So I could name maybe, I guess, 3 or 4 types of apples. For today's taste test, I went to Sprouts. I feel like they have the best variety of apples. Each apple is described a little bit differently. We'll get into that. First, we're going to go with the Fuji apple. This looks like a very traditional apple on the inside and the out. This is described as the sweetest type of apple. So you should like this. When we're talking about calories and macros, of course, apples are a very healthy option, hence why the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh.
It's going to be, you're going to get fiber, usually 2 to 3 grams per 100 gram of apple.
So, this just tastes like my Red Delicious. Really good.
That is good.
I would eat a Fuji in a heartbeat. I'll be right back. She's not going to eat apple.
Oh, I guess we have to get backup treats for Mabel. Oh, there she goes. This is really good. One thing to keep in mind with apples, just like I mentioned earlier about potatoes in my stories this week, and this is where food scale can come in extra handy. You're not going to get fat from eating fruit. Let's just get rid of that idea. Fruit will not make you fat, but if you're trying to stay in a calorie deficit, it will make a difference if you're eating an extra large apple or a small apple, just because of the calorie content. There might be, I weighed these 2 apples here. One is 240 grams, one is 140 grams. So there's a 100 gram difference, which is about 100 calories difference.
Oh.
So eat all the fruit you want, but measure it, make sure you're tracking your calories correctly if you're trying to lose weight.
Good point.
Are we all situated?
We're okay.
Did I waste enough time in
organized.
talking? Okay.
We're organized now. I knew she wouldn't eat the apple. I didn't realize that's what you
okay.
were cutting them up for.
This one is called a lemonade apple
Oh.
from New Zealand. It just looks like it's a green apple. Looks like regular apple on the inside there. These are slight lemon flavor and more tangy. So this won't be
Lemon?
as sweet.
I'm not getting the lemon. I'm getting the Granny Smith. That's exactly what it tastes like to me as a Granny Smith. But not as tart, not as bad. I'm not getting the lemon though.
I don't get a lemon flavor either.
No, I don't get the lemon. Not bad though. It's less tart than a Granny Smith, so I'd be okay with it. Actually, people in America should start using these instead of Granny Smiths for their apple pie because it's not as tart.
That is good. Lemonade, okay. 2 for
Not
2.
wrong.
Here's where we get into the never tried these or seen these before.
Oh no.
This is called a Lucy Rose, which you can see it's supposed to be red on the inside. So it's not rotten, it's meant to look this way.
Very nervous. Very nervous about this one.
Here you go. So these are in the middle of sweet and tart. So right in the middle. It says they're great in salads and pairs well with cheese. It doesn't say what type of cheese, but I mean, any kind of cheese is good with me, so I'm sure the apple will go great with those.
Okay. Well, so far, the descriptions are dead on. There's a little sweetness to it, but it's tart. It is tart. There's a little sweetness though.
You get that little bit of sweet at the beginning.
All right.
Sweet at the beginning, and then tart. Is that how you would describe it?
Yep, kind of like you. Oh, yeah.
No, usually I'm tart first and then sweet once you get to the inside.
And it would be interesting to dive deeper into this. Is the red part sweet? Is the white part tart? I mean, or does it just have a weird coloring to it? I don't know. But
that's good.
Nothing wrong with that
I have
apple.
no problem with that apple at all.
Nope, I could eat that apple. I have no problem with it.
So I don't know what we'll think about this one. It is a tart. It's the dishwasher.
I know.
This is tart. So this is a Lucy Glow apple. So similar, has the same.
Lucy Rose.
Lucy Rose is in the middle.
And then Lucy
Glow.
Glow
Is more tart.
Okay,
so this.
So they're probably neighbors. They look like they grew up in the same area.
Right. They're probably on the food chain. They're related. I'm sure. However, genetically they mate apple trees. Combine them. I don't know. I know they don't mate, but you know when they like cross-pollinate.
I'm sorry. Have you ever seen a tree mate?
No, they don't mate. But what is it
God.
called when you like cross hybrid?
And we're moving on.
Whatever. Okay.
Now we're moving.
Anyway, these are supposed to be tart.
It is not tart, but you know I noticed it right away. This is stale. You got a bad apple here.
I don't like that one.
You got you got a bad apple because it was brown on the top anyways. You got a bad one. So that was your
We'll
problem.
have to retry that one.
But I will say this: she bought poorly, very poorly.
Go back to
But
that.
I'll be honest, I wasn't tasting any tartness in it though. I know it's a rotten apple, but I wasn't tasting any tart. I would just it's dead.
You don't think any of it's gonna be good?
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You chose unwisely. Just leave it. I guess it looks a little juicier, but I doubt it.
You just told me to leave it alone, and then you just go grab a bite.
All right, a little bit better. A little bit. It's got a little juice to it. Yeah, don't worry. I'll have the what's later on tonight because of the rotten apple. It's okay.
Yeah, I might have to try and buy that one again because
You gotta get a better apple. You got a bad apple.
it got a little brown from the time I bought it a couple days ago to now.
You gotta realize there's some bad apples in a bunch. You can't do anything about it. Thank you. Thank you.
Goodbye. And scene.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, last but not least,
Oh.
Honey's apples. Not Honey. Hunnnyz. Honey's.
Ooh.
And in reading this description, it's sweet and it tastes like honey. So we should like this one.
Ooh. Yeah.
Very crisp. Wow.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, it was hard to bite into. Good though. There's a little tartness at the very end though, but I don't taste the honey.
Oh, I get the honey.
Hmm.
Right there at the end. Keep chewing. I definitely get the honey.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I see it. Now, I'll be honest. That might be a little too sweet. A little too much for me.
That is very sweet.
I think if I eat that whole apple, I think I would be like just the sweetest thing you ever found.
Oh my God, you already are the sweetest thing ever.
Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you very much.
Um,
Good though. I don't mind that one.
this one is I would say this is the crispest.
Yes.
Crispiest.
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 Crispin.
Okay.
Crispin Glover.
Clearly I need some help today.
Where we're going with that.
Yeah, I like that one. I think still my favorite, I'm just gonna be traditional. Fuji.
Yeah, Fuji was
Probably
probably the
number
best.
one for me.
But nothing wrong with them. I
No.
wouldn't have a problem with any one of these apples. Like the tart ones, I'm not going to eat all the time. Because I don't like tart that much. But I'd probably say the Fuji, then maybe the Lucy Rose, and then maybe the Honey's apples because it's there. Again, the lemonade apples.
Just tart.
It's just tart. And it's probably going to be great in apple pie because you got all the sugar in apple pie. That's why you have tart. If you don't know that, come on, people. Let's pay attention to cooking
Apple
here.
tart.
Come on. And then the Lucy Glow, you blew it in buying the.
Yeah, that's my fault. It probably tastes good. I might have to go back to Sprouts. And buy
You're blamed
another
on
one.
that. I'm just going to tell you right now. So if
Guess
Lucy,
who can do the shopping for the next one?
if the Lucy Glow people are watching, it is her fault, not your fault.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are
Mabel
they?
left her American
What
cream
is the
cheese.
difference between these? Do they have different nutrients, different antioxidants? Yes, they do. Some are going to have more antioxidants of one kind, the others will have the other kind. Some of these actually claim that they help your gut health. The big picture is, it doesn't really matter. In the big picture, for your general nutrition, just eat an apple. Just grab an apple. Find what you like and how it tastes. If you're so into, oh, I have to get this antioxidant and that one, you're probably way beyond watching this, because you probably need to watch like Huberman Lab podcast and us, because we're just here about the flavor.
Wow. Well, I think what you're getting at here is, and I apologize to all the medical people watching this here, but an apple a day keeps the doctor away. There it is.